Well, grandson, I bought him a box of that Sept or something. He come out with free.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, here we go. Good to see everybody. We'll introduce those folks momentarily. Mary Jane is away for, I believe, a couple of weeks, so you guys are stuck with me again. I'm sorry. But it is good to see everybody. I'll let Steve get us going with a word of prayer. Thanks, Steve.
Our gracious and Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity at Rotary this week to bring this incredible group of like-minded people together. And we are the decision makers, the inspiration, and the positive change in Thomasville, North Carolina. We pray that you bless this food for the nourishment of our body, and we continue to live out your will so we can serve our community.
Thank you. I just realized I've already forgot something. Does anybody know what it is? Soon.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I didn't look Zoom up. I know we got Pledge of Allegiance next, Mr. Sergeant at Arms.
Chris has your cover.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, who's leading us in the music? Joseph.
You got it.
You're up.
Nobody better.
Acapella. We don't have acapella. We got Nancy.
Acapella?
Steady Nancy.
I'd like to go there.
I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. One leaf is sunshine, the second is rain, third is the roses that grow in the lane. No need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Joseph. Another problem with this is not the computer I normally use and all that stuff. So, okay, we try that. Thank you. Sergeant at Arms Joseph, do we have any Rotarians?
Immediate past president, we have those in Rotarians.
Thank you, sir. Any other guests of Rotary? Thank you. Yeah, Rick, go ahead.
Glad to do it. Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to introduce my replacement. This is Milton Jordan. First day is today. His first big thing he did, come with me to this. I'm encouraging him to take over the gauntlet for me and join Rotary and be a part of this great organization.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to you joining Rotary and becoming a Rotarian. You're obligated to do that. But we welcome. Yeah, so welcome. Look forward to getting to know you better. Any other guests of Rotarians today? JB?
I've got Matt Ridge, our basketball coach and athletic director, with us again today. He's been here several times, and we need to get him an application.
Yeah, we do. Wait. Welcome back. Any other guests of Rotarians? Okay. Wayne, you want to come on up?
Afternoon, everybody. 4 weeks from this coming Saturday is our Picking Thomasville event. I put some flyers on each table. If you can get these out, if you need more, let me know. There's two keys to this. One is you. And there's a sheet coming around to sign up, to help out with the event. Right now, we have 8 chili teams cooking. Obligated to cook. And we have dedicated one, somebody else is interested. So I think we're going to have a good event. But it all depends upon you being there to help with the event. And it also depends upon people coming out. And so that's the other part that you can help with. Publicize this as any way we can, whether it be through the flyers or putting it on Facebook or telling the church. More people will get to come out, more money will raise, and better off the poor feeding ministries are going to be because of the money we can provide to us. So I really am looking forward to your help, and I know you'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate your leadership on this. I know it's a challenging task, so anybody that can help him, please do so. I'm going to be passing around as folks try to fill me out once again. One of the most pertinent things that we need help with coming up very, very soon is Shadow Day. October the 4th is Shadow Day. So if you haven't already signed up, I'm going to pass the sheet around that Kim has for us. If you're able to host a student or two that day, and bring those students or students here as well afterwards so we can hear from them, we need some help with that. If you've never hosted someone you think you might be interested in doing that, then let me know or let Kim know what that entails if you're interested. So I'm going to pass this around. Don's going to sign up 7 or 8 folks to come to LI Phone. All right? Okay. We good? Please keep Anise Griffin in your thoughts and prayers. I think she's having surgery today, or I don't know if anybody's had any updates from Phil or anybody on that. And also keep Phil in your thoughts and prayers as well. I actually talked to Anise earlier this week, and I think she was more worried about Phil than herself. So our good friend Phil, just keep both of them and their family in your thoughts and prayers that she comes out with successful surgery. Any other updates from the floor? Any other? Yeah, Gordon.
I'd just like to say thank you following up from last week coming out to the park. I appreciate everyone coming out and enjoying that space. But also, post that event, the Rotary Board did decide to sponsor our youth athletic programs. The sponsorship that was in has the logo of the Rotary Club on all of our jerseys, on our scoreboard at Cushwa Stadium. So it's going to make a big difference. And thanks to some others in the room who are intending to do that as well. But we will have more sponsorship information for our recreation youth athletics. If any of your businesses or anyone's interested, I'll bring some of those in the upcoming weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. I had to leave early last week, but it was good to be out in the park just to do something a little bit different. Thank you for those of you who attended that. Any other announcements, updates on anything from the floor?
There's an event Thursday, tomorrow, at the Finch House. It's hosted by Women in Motion, which is a group run underneath United Way in High Point, but it's a greater High Point area, so they're going to be at Finch House 5 to 7:30. I'm hosting a mural walk at 4:30 to 5, starting at the depot if you want to come to that, and then there's free headshots at the actual event at the Finch House. So if you're a woman interested in business networking, or you know women that might be interested in business networking, it's a really cool event. We have 110 people signed up, so a good chance to network, across county lines too.
Thanks, Cameron. Show something real quick if this will work. Striking out a lot today, we'll see. Yeah, we'll split the plot. Justice. Is Keith here? No. That's a shame.
Everybody's Day is the oldest festival in North Carolina. It's been taking place for about 100 years now. Everybody's Night is a bit newer, though. It's a big party the night before to kick off all the fun. We've got Cameron Marson, the director of Thomas Tourism, and Keith Tobin, who's the president of the Chamber of Commerce, with us. This is a big deal for the city of Thomasville.
It really is. It started in 1908, as you said, and it's been a great time, a fun event for our folks. It started as just getting people out to visit each other, and so it's a big event for us, and we're excited about it.
Cameron, this kind of helps us put Thomasville on the map, really. I mean, everybody knows about Everybody's Day.
Of course, yeah, and this kind of having Everybody's Night makes it a whole weekend for everyone. So a a big outdoor concert Friday night downtown Thomasville food trucks, beer garden, and then you can stay the night and wake up the next morning starting at 9 a.m. and enjoy a big street festival. So it's something for everybody in Thomasville that weekend.
Kick it off with a bang and keep on going, right?
That's right. It's going to be a big party. It'll be a lot of fun.
So the festival itself has a little bit of something for everyone.
It does, and we're very excited to have people out. We've got a main stage. We have John Mark Riggs at 9 o'clock or 9:30. We have Carolina Rhythm Machine, which is a local band from Trinity that's going to be playing 2 sets for us this year. And then we have 80s Nations. 80s Nations has 26,000 followers. It's a regional band. They do a live show, and they've got video and all that. So we've got that. We have gospel stage. We have food court. We have a kids carnival area. And we have at our gazebo, we have a dance zone where DJ Tommy Rock will be. And so we have a lot of things going on for just about everybody.
I have a big question. Do you have to have big hair, shoulder pads to go see 80s Nation?
You probably would. I would recommend that because they rock it out and they do a great job.
It sounds like it's a lot of fun. Plus, you also have lots of vendors, don't you?
Yeah, we had last year was probably our largest. Everybody's there in many years, if not the largest. We had over 200 vendors, from craft vendors to people selling different items, to nonprofit groups, businesses throughout, and we have about 18 to 20 food vendors as well. So it's a good time. One of the local churches puts on everybody's table. It's a tent, a table for you to sit down and enjoy each other, and so it's a family-friendly event, and so we want people to come out and visit for sure.
It sounds like fun. Everybody's night. Is there a charge to come and
No.
music?
Totally free outdoor concert, and we're having the Drive as the headliner. No way, really? So they're from Davidson County. They were on The Voice. They were on Blake Shelton's team. They tour right now. They're a really big band. So come and see a hometown but famous band on Friday night. And Delta Sun is opening for them. We have DJ Weapon X there. So it's going to be entertainment the whole time from 5:30 to 10:30 all night. Plenty of stuff to do.
I've always wanted to say this. Welcome to Thomasville, where everybody is everybody. There's something for everybody. Yes. Everybody's nice. Friday, September.
Well, I just want to show that. How many of you are Paul Cameron and Keith, two of our Rotarians, you guys know, did a really good job of that. Of course, DJ Tommy Rock got mentioned in there as well. And then, of course, Jason Tuggle's band, they were mentioned in there, I believe, right? So, a lot of Rotarians involved in this, and I just wanted to share that. Very important weekend for our community, and as always, we just got to hope and pray for good weather. I'm sure Cameron wants that Friday night as well.
So a lot of sponsors in this room.
A lot of sponsors in this room. Thank you so thank you guys for that as well. So thought it was really good. Just wanted to show it to you, and I appreciate all the Rotarian involvement with it. Split pot. All right, come on, man.
Ogle is 1876.
1876.
There's 28 cards remaining.
28 cards left.
$477-912.
912 for the last three. 912. All right, Ben, let you come up and introduce our guest speaker today.
The next day, I'll be like,
today, I have the privilege of getting to introduce Geri Sheffey from the Piedmont Cotillions. She grew up in Weathersfield, Kentucky, and graduated from Bay Path College in Long Meadow, Massachusetts. In her early years, competitions. She and her family retired to Sedgeville community in 1999 after her husband's 21 years of submarine service. Prior to becoming a cotillion owner, Geri had a successful career of over 25 years in the insurance and investment profession. And in 2010, she founded Piedmont Cotillions, teaching ballroom dance and social etiquette for young people. So we're very excited to announce that in the spring of 2024, Geri will bring her Thomasville Cotillion to the beautifully restored Thomasville Women's Club. She's excited to hold her classes in this location. So, thank you. Geri, come up now.
Anyway, so first off, I want to say that I want to come up here and tell my life story, so I just have a few things to get on just all right. That's my joke for today. First of all, I want to thank everyone for allowing me the opportunity to speak here today. It's not often I get the opportunity to do this, so I'm very, very excited about it. We have had a Thomasville Cotillion before, but coming to a facility like this and being able to speak in front of all the movers and shakers in Thomasville makes me confident that we're going to have a record crowd this year. So I was looking up Rotary this morning because I'm not overly familiar with Rotary, and I read this, which I thought was very meaningful. It said Rotary clubs bring together people across generations who want to create lasting change in the world, in their communities, and in themselves. And it made me think about what I do, which is teach cotillion. And I hope my cotillion classes make an ever so slight change in our future generations. The mission of Piedmont Cotillions is to encourage students to become confident young adults. We teach a 5-week course for 5th through 8th grade boys and girls. Now, as you can imagine, I always have a lot of girls, but I have very differing opinions with the young gentlemen who come to class. And at the first class of every cotillion I teach, I have a room full of students who are extremely quiet and very well behaved. And I ask them, okay, you got it. How many of you got the invitation, your parents got the invitation, and you went, sign me up, Mom and Dad, I cannot wait to go to manners and etiquette class. And everyone is just sitting there. And I'm like, okay, how many of your parents got the invitation and say, oh, you're going? And that's where they come in and they don't know what to expect, but I guarantee you if I get your 5th or 8th grader there or your grandchildren there, I make sure we have a good time and I make sure they learn things that are relevant and pertinent in life. So we do teach ballroom dance and etiquette, and they can be extremely boring. But our new cotillion brings in new ideas. When I started the business, I looked over other cotillion classes in the area, and I wanted mine to be different. I wanted mine to be less stuffy of a cotillion class. How many of you, by the way, went to cotillion when you were young? Wow. Did you go willingly? You did, but did any of my gentlemen go willingly? Okay, so that's what we run into. But I wanted it to be less stuffy. I want it held in a nice atmosphere. The gentlemen wear jackets and ties, the ladies wear formal dresses and gloves. We still do that. A lot of people ask me, why do the girls wear gloves? And it's mostly because most of them do not want to touch a boy at that age, and the glove offers some protection in that. Our cotillion classes are available to everyone. We are inclusive of everyone. We also offer scholarships. I'm not in this business to get rich. My children are grown and married, and I'm still waiting on grandchildren if anybody wants to call them after the meeting and tell them how that's done. But I can't seem to get grandchildren on the time frame, so I enjoy 5th through 8th graders in teaching. I want it to be affordable. I want it to be relevant. So it is a fun experience, and we cannot wait to bring it here, because I think being in this area, and where we were teaching, we were outgrowing our facility, but it's also easy drop-off, easy pickup, and letting people show this amazing, see this amazing facility that Steve is creating. So this is not your parents' cotillion. The old basics of the box step are still taught. We do ballroom dances. We usually do the box step and the tango. But it's more than just the dance itself. It's learning how to ask someone to dance, thanking that person, learning their names. And during COVID, we had to shut down completely, as you can imagine. And one of the things that we do in our class is during refreshment time, we learn 5 things about the person that we are seated with. It's a way to make small talk. It's one of the hardest things as adults, you know, sometimes to go out and make small talk. So we learn 5 things about the person we're sitting with, and that can be anything from what your favorite color is to what your favorite baseball team is. And I always shock them because I'm a Yankee and I'm from Connecticut. My team is the Red Sox. They've had it all year, but I still support them each and every year. When we do that, we give prizes. We give prizes for best conversation, best handshake, best eye contact. So it really makes a lot of these young adults who didn't know each other before they came to class become friends. Each year we build on our program from 5th through 8th grade, whether it be instead of sitting down and learning 5 things, we learn small talk in a group environment where you can go around the room and kind of mingle with people. So that's basically what we teach. It is a 5-week program. It's 1 hour per night. We do a 5th, 6th, and a 7th, 8th grade combination. And we will be here in, I believe it's the first week of February in 2024. And that is my speech for today. In closing, we are so excited to be here, and I cannot wait to show this facility to my committee. I hope that you have enjoyed learning a little bit about cotillion classes, and I thank you all for your time today. Now, the other thing I wanted to say was visitors are always welcome at cotillion class. So if you're free on a Tuesday night in February and you want to stop by, we may ask you to dance with some of these young adults. We also do a line dance at the end of every class just to loosen everybody up, and we give prizes for that as well. So thank you for allowing me to speak to you today and tell you a little bit about Piedmont Cotillions. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, we have a question.
Both of my children have done the program, and my son remembered one phrase: salt and pepper travel together.
We are well known for that, and here's what we say, and it's actually becoming kind of difficult because that's based on Blue's Clues. And Blue's Clues is not really on anymore, but it was Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper, and then they went on to have children, Paprika, and there was 2 others, I think Sage. But when we are teaching table manners to our students, it's Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper travel around together, and I actually have a little team, a little Mr. and Mrs. But I really appreciate that they learned that and they carry it with them. So that makes me happy. Tell me your children's.
Will and Fiddle dress.
Ah, yes.
Well, that's the only time Will's ever dressed in anything.
Well, that's good, though.
Same way with my daughter. She's a tomboy, so
and we do get that a lot.
Anything other than that.
And I always say, you know, in Connecticut, I did not know what cotillion was. When we moved here with our boys, my neighbors came over and said, oh my gosh, you got to sign up for cotillion. I had no idea. And I would never have done it as a child. I would have gone under a rock rather than going to cotillion. But if I can get your child there for one night, it makes all the difference.
So you're moving it from Meadowlands to here?
That is correct. Yep. Bigger facility. As you probably know, having been at parent night, it gets quite around. So, any other questions?
How are you going to advertise, and what is the max that you can handle?
In this room, I'm going to say probably 100 students, a combo of boy and girls for the 5th grade, and then 100 for the 7th and 8th grade. Advertising we do in the schools, we do PTA meetings. If you have any other suggestions, I would be more than happy. More than happy to get together with you and advertise, because I think just the facilities, as you might know, it's going to make a world of difference. I love the Meadowlands, it just was not a facility that we needed to, and the fullness of what we needed for cotillion. All right, any other questions? Wonderful. Those were easy. All right. Thank you again for allowing me to speak today.
Thank you for coming, Geri. Thank you for sharing what you're doing. And glad to know that it's going to be here, Steve. Good job on that. Let's find more ways to use this facility. I could probably benefit from the classes as well, and manners and all that. Tommy, don't say anything. But I hope you get it packed full in here. So that'll be awesome. Wow. Anything else for the? Yes, Wayne.
I just checked in with Phil, and Denise went in for surgery at 9:50. He said it lasts 6 hours.
Wow.
So by the afternoon, we'll see how she
So these went in for surgery 9:50, and Phil said it lasts about 6 hours. So please, as I mentioned earlier, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers throughout the day and beyond as well. Anything else?
If you
Got
haven't-
time, Kim?
If you haven't got your yearbook,
Yeah, if you haven't picked up your yearbooks, stack of everything, put back in your notebook, go see Kim Cecil. Kim Sage.
I'm on the Habitat Committee for Thomasville, and I don't know if all of you know, but we're building a house. It's right opposite Walmart. You'll see it going up. It's a 2-story house. And the committee is really getting, it's almost going to be framed in very soon, but we still are in need of some kitchen cabinets, if anyone has a contact, insulation, sheetrock materials, and labor. So if anyone wants to donate or has any contacts, it'd be great if you could give me that
You say
information.
donate kitchen cabinets,
Kitchen cabinets,
sheetrock material,
insulation,
and labor.
And labor or cash donations, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a
Tommy's
really, it's a
retired.
2-story
He's
house.
really good at
We haven't
sheetrock.
done one in a long time.
Tommy
So it's,
is.
you ought to go see it. You'll see it right opposite Walmart on Tower
2-story.
Road. It's a 2-story. It's on the left side as you're going up Tower Road. Right opposite Walmart. And it's a really nice man and his son that are going to move into it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Kim, and appreciate what you're doing on that board and that organization. Moving along, have some activity that's going to benefit some folks in the community. Anybody else? Okay. Before we dismiss, there was something that I wanted to share. Another Rotarian, not in our club, but in another club, shared this on Facebook. And I don't know if you've seen it or heard it before, but I just thought it was good and I wanted to share it with you. Rotary. Who is a Rotarian? A Rotarian is a person who digs wells from which he or she will never drink, vaccinates children he or she will never meet, restores eyesight for those he or she will never see, builds housing he or she will never live in, educates children he or she will never know, plants trees he or she will never sit under, makes crawlers into walkers halfway around the world, knows real happiness that can only be found by helping others. So during my presidency, I try to always remind us of the reach that we have well beyond this club, this community, all around the world, things that we do, whether it's through some of our donations or other things as well. Don't forget what it means to be a Rotarian, not just in this community and all the wonderful things we do here, but how you are connected around the world with so many wonderful initiatives that are very needed in other areas. So I just wanted to share that with you. Please stand with me. So Geri actually already kind of mentioned our vision statement earlier. Together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. In the 4-way test, before we leave today, let us never forget the 4-way test and all the things that we think, say, or do, and we first ask ourselves, is it the truth?
Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?